The FIA looks set to continue with its plans to increase the number of F1 entrants. FIA President Mohammed bin Sulayem looks set to ignore opposition by pushing through F1's grid expansion. Toto Wolff has been among the loudest critics of the changes, warning new entrants could affect the series. The FIA opened expressions of interest for new teams to enter the sport at the start of January. Days later, American squad Andretti then announced a partnership with General Motors brand Cadillac to join F1 ahead of the 2026 season. Andretti felt joining forces with an iconic brand would shore up an F1 bid despite opposition from many rivals. However, Andretti feels 8 teams are still against increasing the size of the grid, with just McLaren and Alpine showing support. This promoted bin Sulayem to take a stand, suggesting the FIA are ready to force through the changes. Speaking at the Dakar Rally, he said, "The maximum is 12 teams. We're talking about GM, one of the top 5 automakers in the world, and not about anyone who wants to have an adventure in Formula One. We have to promote something like this." In addition, it would be a team from the USA, which would be important for Formula One and would open a door. The main concern among other team bosses is the potential deduction in prize money. At the end of the season, a slice of F1's commercial rights are split between the 10 teams based on their finishing position in the Constructors' Championship. However, a new team would mean this same figure would be divided between 11 squads, meaning everyone will get slightly less. To counter this, F1's Concord Agreement states new teams must pay a £164.7 million $200 million dilution fee before joining, which is split between the existing constructors. However, there are fears this could still leave teams short-changed as demand in the sport increases, which could push up the value of its assets. Wolff highlighted the team's financial concerns as he stressed new entrants would dilute the prize pot for existing manufacturers. He explained, "If a team comes in, how can you demonstrate that you're bringing in more money than it's actually costing, because the 11th team means a 10% dilution for everybody else. So, if one is able to demonstrate that, then we should all be sitting on the table and cheer for such an entry. But that hasn't been demonstrated yet. And that may sound a bit dry, because it comes down to the numbers, but the value of Formula One is that it's a limited amount of franchises. And we don't want to dilute that value by just adding teams."